I remember one of the most intense fights was this group of girls. I seen a group of girls fight, and it made me respect women because I was like, sometimes they be like, a damsel in distress type situation. Not always. Sometimes they could fight, and they could fight real good. I seen a group of chicks beat up a dude, and it was so bad. Like, I don't know what he thought it was, but it wasn't that. So homeboy gets on the back of the bus. Now, the bus wasn't too crowded, but he thought he could talk to these girls any way he wanted. And he started calling them bitches. And then once he started calling them bitches, they was not with it. And then one of her homegirls just snuffed him from behind when he was in front. Like they said him. They said it was crazy. They was probably in the gang. It was so coordinated the way they popped off.
Yeah.
Homegirl snuffed him from the side. Then the other girl jumped in and kicked them. They beat him up in the back of the bus. They beat him up in the back of the bus. And it was and they had attempted to throw him out the window because on the buses you could lift up the little side panel and push it out the side.
Not get rid of the body.
They attempted to throw him out the window, but they wound up just pushing him out the back door. But I know that there's strong black women out there because I've seen them. Yeah. I've seen them get active.
Wow.
You know what's wild? The bus driver sometimes be the parent too because he'd be like, yo, y'all done back there? Yo, chill out. He's not coming back there, but he's gonna ask y'all done?
Right.
Y'all done?
He ain't coming back there.
He's not getting about his seat. He's not getting about his seat.
Right. That's a fact. The Sophisticatedly Ratchet podcast is a roundtable conversational podcast that gives a voice to the Black experience.
Millennials from New York City sharing our views on Black lifestyle, culture, relationships, religion, and current events.
Here at SR, we strive to give our listeners the real in a world of fake.
Worldly professionals with class that also know how to switch it up.
Now let's talk our wild shit.
Yeah.
Peace. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Sophisticated Podcast.
Hello.
The Sophisticated Ratchet Tribe. My name is Mash. Spew guy, drip. Please say the drip.
That's who you are. That's what you are.
If y'all don't know, spew means spreading positive energy wherever, and as a spew guy, it's my job to enrich the lives of everybody that I meet. Spew means spreading positive energy wherever. I want to make sure I say it again. Spew means spreading positive energy wherever, and when you do that, you just you enrich the lives of everybody you meet. You can't turn it off. The real hard part is turning it off. That's the real issue, but that's another episode. I'm here with four beautiful Black people. All right, these people are so special. All right, I want to give them a proper introduction. All right, I want to start off with the Wanderer. All right, some may know him, some may not, but I know him very well, and I know that if you need him, he will be there for you. All right, you know how I know?
Not in a party.
You know how I know? Because Shake is a safety net. Shake is a safety net. He will save you from your darkest days because he will stop there and protect you.
I will. Thanks, bro. Yo, what a dude. Thank you for that intro. I appreciate it. Thank you, Flash. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Shake. You already know, aka Mr. HSD, aka Mr. AFF. Leave the last F silent, or today the last F will be fugitive. Okay, got it.
You want to run today?
You want to
run? I see you, OJ.
Gotta keep on coming with these F's. Okay, we'll be a fugitive today. All right.
Gosh.
So technically, since I introduced myself, number one, and then I just did Shake. So we got to swing it over to number three. And if you don't know who's going to get introduced to this episode now, then you just new to the show, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But now you know.
He wasn't here long enough.
Flash, hit the button, bro. Hit the button, bro.
With the fly ass nails. Go ahead. Hey.
Uptown, baby. Uptown, baby. We get down, baby. For the crown, baby.
You do the Harlem Shake?
Who?
Did he?
That's not the Bronx. That's Harlem. But okay. We accept it. We got flavor. We can dance.
Thanks. Yo, and Mo, show them fly ass nails. Nice. If y'all don't know, Mo always got her nails fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's chart, man.
Hey, tribe. It's your girl Mo. As you know, I hail from Co-op City, Section 5. Don't ever zone my shit. I represent everything Bronx all day, every single day, year, month, hour, minute, all of that.
Don't zone it.
That's good. Don't zone my shit.
There are no zones.
Let's get it.
All right, next we're going to introduce my man Flash, the philosopher. All right, for those who don't know, he represents the Beard Gang movement. All right, you catch him at your local corner store philosophizing, because that's what he do.
The corner store?
Local corner store, philosophizing.
Yeah. Saying shit that nobody want to hear and shit.
Yeah, that's it. That's him.
He be the one on the train with the bullhorn on the train, right?
Standing on the soapbox. That's my man's.
But
why
I just
be on the
want to let you know about
because you're gonna be standing there
Jesus.
preaching the truth, bro. They gotta see you. They can't see you from your height. You gotta step up higher. They can catch your eye, bro. You catch their eye.
You're right. You know what? I do be revealing a lot of truths. You know one truth that I know is true?
What's that, bro?
Okay, I'm the man that believes that if she signs an NDA, then she will swallow the DNA. Okay, it's your boy Flash the philosopher. What up?
I can't. Wow.
I love it.
Okay, Flash. I heard you with that one.
Yes, she was.
That was pretty good.
And last but not least, we introduce our unicorn Gemini. All right, gets a little chilly. Why? Because she slides into the room on the ice beam of glass. Not glass. Ice. Sheets of ice? Sheets of ice. I was trying to do ice.
Sheets of ice could be guys. Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah, okay, so there we go. Boom. She can slide through the room easy. That's what she do. She the ice queen.
Yeah.
Hey, tribe. It's your girl, TJ, the unicorn Gemini. And I bring duality to the podcast. And yeah, thank you.
I gotta figure out a way to put like a rainbow across the screen, but like a unicorn running across. That'd be so.
It's not a leprechaun, nigga. It's a unicorn
with some snowflakes too. Okay, I'll take it all.
Snowflakes coming down.
I'll take it
You
all.
do all that in post, Shake. That's all you, baby. Make it happen.
Facts, nigga.
Exactly.
I gotta figure out how to make it work. I'm learning how to use the Premiere shit. You can do amazing things with. They have a thing called After Effects that you could do even more amazinger things. And I'm trying to figure this shit out right now.
Does that?
Yeah,
is that
amazinger?
From the word of the week guy, it is a word. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazinger.
Okay. That sounds like a shake fact, but okay.
That's also a fact.
You know what? Your Shake. I believe in you. You're gonna make up a word, and we're gonna find that shit in the dictionary one day. So you keep creating words, okay?
Nah,
exactly.
You're gonna make up a word. We're gonna make them put it in the dictionary. It's gonna be such a good word. It's gonna be like, damn, you know what? I agree. Let's put it in.
Right.
I nominate HSD as the first word.
You know what? To be
honest, I definitely put that in the dictionary. 100%.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they put conversate in the dictionary already. I think new words are like they're really 100%. Still putting it in there. But a conversation has never been a real word. But I think it's
people have always said that too. You're right.
Yeah.
I see you start correcting me when I say it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct you and say converse, right?
Converse, converse.
Exactly.
All right, so now we have our introductions out the way. You got a chance to get to know who we are.
All right, guys. You can listen to us everywhere you hear podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora has podcasts, Amazon has podcasts. And then you can hop over to our social media. We're at SoRatchet Podcast on IG, SoRatchet Podcast on TikTok, SoRatchet Podcast on Thread. Yes, we are on Thread. SoRatchet Pod on Twitter, and where you can see our beautiful and handsome faces on YouTube. We're at SoRatchet Space Podcast. We drop new episodes every Wednesday, everywhere on all the platforms. Listen to us, like us, subscribe to us, follow us, do all of the above and more. Share us with a friend. You are SoRatchet, which is Sophisticated Ratchet Podcast.
Gang.
Yeah.
So as we transition to our next segment, Ice Queen, no bad days.
Yes.
It's gonna be a great ass day because I said it was gonna be a great ass day. I won't accept nothing else. Nothing bad will enter my day. Say
Never.
No bad days, tribe.
None.
Take some time for yourself in this moment. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast.
Facts.
And we want to thank you for taking some time for yourself in this very moment. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a new chakra. It's the sacral chakra. It's located right below your belly button. It's the color orange, and it's thought to govern how you experience sexuality, creativity, emotions. It's for rebirth. It's in the area of your sexual organs as well. And I'm going to do some things. I'm going to do things a little differently this time. So I'm going to read some things, some symptoms, and you guys can let me know if you're feeling any of these things. Okay. So are you feeling like you have mood swings, or you're using sex to avoid dealing with emotions?
Me?
Maybe you're having some poor boundaries, like you're not setting your boundaries, or not like not setting your boundaries or living up to the boundaries. Like you set boundaries, but you're not following them. Maybe you're feeling shyness. You're having a fear of change. You're feeling a lack of excitement or joy, low sex drive, lack of creativity, feeling a little lazy, a little sluggish. Those are all symptoms of an overactive and an underactive sacral chakra.
Okay.
And remember, I keep talking about being balanced. So you never want to be on either extreme. So if you're feeling any of those feelings, that means you get to balance your sacral chakra. And I have some affirmations for you.
Oh, thank you so
and
much.
the affirmations are, I enjoy pleasure in all areas of my life.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yes, I claim that.
Won't
I
she
am
do
a
it?
creative being.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this before. I like this one. It's my birthright to receive pleasure. Yes.
Yeah, I like that
That's
one.
what I was saying.
It's my birthright. And then two more is, I honor the sacred body in which my soul resides. We're only in this body for a moment, right? Our soul is living in it, and you get to honor your body. I welcome sensuality into my life.
Touch that.
Wow,
Yes. Yes.
wow. All
Yeah,
right,
for sure.
tribe. So if any of those affirmations, or if all of those affirmations resonate with you, I want you to go ahead and take some time for yourself. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Drop your shoulders. Relax. No bad days.
No bad days.
No bad days.
That was special just for you, Mash.
Appreciate you.
How many times you be circling the thing around the bowl? Like, do you time it? Do you do
I
like 5
don't.
spins and
I go with the intuition. I go with the
Gotta feel
spirit,
it, my
whatever the
nigga.
spirit leads. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect rollover into my man Shake, because what we gonna do?
Get it ready, Flash.
Hey.
Shit ready, Flash. Ready?
Word of the week. Word of
Word
the
of
week.
that?
the week.
Come on.
Word of the week. Word of
Shake
the
your
week.
shoulders. Shake your shoulders. Come on. Okay.
We should do a dance, like everybody to the
Hold on.
left,
Yeah.
everybody to the right. Word of the week.
Yeah.
Go sit down, TJ. Go sit down, TJ.
No choreographed dance.
TJ always want to choreograph some dance and shit. So we can put it on
No,
TikTok.
the only person that can choreograph shit for Shake is Sean T. Okay. That's it.
Facts.
That's the only person he'll dance for.
You should have put some
TJ
sound
video
effects
by
to
this
that.
dude. TJ sent me a video. It's so different now. Like the nigga,
He does. He look completely different.
He's just like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
He
He
looks
looks
so
so
good.
different from his hip hop ad days and shit. When he
Yeah, he look completely different.
He looks good.
He really had to make himself sound a little more manly, because the hip hop abs, when you can't take him seriously on that workout, you know what I'm saying? But when it came to
What's the cap in you, man?
insanity, he deepened up his voice. He made it a little bit more manly and was like, "Come on, girls, let's do it." There was no
I
more of that.
can't.
Anyhow, all right.
He is actually gay though, and I love his TikTok.
He's
You guys are not
he's
following him on
gay.
TikTok.
Yeah, he's
Love
queer
him.
as shit.
Love
You know what
him.
I'm saying? It is what it is. But okay, so ladies and gentlemen, once
Queer as
again,
shit.
it's your boy Shake, and I'm here to bring you today's word of the week. Word of the week. All right.
Word of the
Now,
week.
today's word of the week is mercurial. Okay, and mercurial means. Oh, but first, let me spell it. Let me spell it for you. Mercurial is an adjective, and it's spelled MERCURIAL. Okay, and it means a subject. It means and we're talking about a person. It means subject to sudden or unpredictable changes in mood or mind. Right, kind of like fickle. All right, I don't know if you have ever heard that word before, but it just means that like it means like changing temperament. Okay, it means like your mind can change at any time. So so as of and I'm gonna put it into a sentence. Okay, because of my mercurial temperament, I was unable to bag up this shorty when I was trying to holler at her. Right? Even though I'm not really in the dating thing anymore, but just to be clear about that, okay?
I got one. I got
younger
one.
days. Just say younger hoe days. Just leave it at that. Younger hoe
I got
days.
one. I got one.
Move on. There you go. Move on.
Younger hoe days. That's how we preface shit.
Thank you.
Yo, I got one. I feel like women are mercurial in nature, regardless of their PMS status.
Ooh,
ding him. Ding.
There you go, bro. That's a great one, bro.
That
was really good.
You see me? You see me? You did that.
I have to argue.
Like a shake back.
I'd have to argue
It's not a
that.
shake back.
I like to argue that the women are mercurial when they're on their period.
Okay.
Ooh.
Flash says you don't even need periods, bro.
Right, I'm saying they don't even
Would
need
you
that.
agree or disagree, TJ?
I still agree. It's a double-edged sword. Like
I think people are. I think people are.
No.
Right.
I'm specifically when you menstruate. Y'all are y'all are mercurial.
Don't try to slide out from that one.
We can be. Not everybody. We can be. Yes.
I think
would
we
say
can
some
be.
some people. Yes.
can.
Some people can.
All right. So Flash, you right. Good job.
I think women
Finally got
ask
the women to agree on
complicated
something.
questions. Women ask complicated questions just so they can be mercurial. Okay, how about that?
Ding.
I got it.
Complicated questions. Ladies, if y'all
hypothetical
listening, if y'all not feeling these, these comments and these sentences, just put an X and say no. They don't get a point for that. You know what I mean? Like we don't agree.
The reason why me and Shake believe this is because that these hypothetical questions that we asked by women are just so mercurial that they don't make sense because they turn into real arguments. Like hypotheticals, like some shit that you see on TV and be like, hey, look, this guy be cheating on his woman on TV. And he'd be like, baby, would you cheat on me like that? That's not that. Why would you even? I'm not in the movie. I'm not in the show. Why would you put this hypothetical?
Why would you?
See, that's the thing. That's the issue with the male. This is the issue. That's just a conversation. We're seeing something. I'm not putting anything on you. I'm asking you a question.
Yeah,
it's just a question. If you feel it, that's a lot. That's your personal stuff that's coming up. If I'm asking you a question,
but when my answers have turned into situations where you've been mercurial towards them, like now it's just like, you know what? I don't want to answer these separate questions anymore. Okay, I feel like there's no right answer. Unlike the question that Mash said, it's usually a lot more complicated because we can't think of some of the questions that you guys ask because these shits is like double-edged swords. I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't, but you still want to hear my answer. You know what I'm saying?
I give you another example. Choosing something to eat. Choosing something to eat is one of the hardest things I've had to do with women.
Oh my gosh.
You are dating the wrong women because I mean, when you date,
I'm gonna tell you what the hell I want.
She loves seafood. That's like her. That's her go-to. When it comes to me, I'll tell you what I want to eat. It may not be something that we both can enjoy together, because I'd be doing the vegan stuff. But
Yeah.
I think it depends on who you talk.
It depends, because baby, you could give me anything with shrimp and I'm gonna eat it.
Now, how about more like the question, yo? Are we gonna be? Do you think we're gonna be together forever? You know what I'm saying? Be shit like that. You know, like you know what I'm saying? Would you give this up? Would you give this up if it meant saving our if it meant saving our marriage, right? Some shit like that. And I'm like, what? If you
like
know
if you had to choose, your mother or me to die, which one would you choose?
Exactly.
Like some shit would be like.
These are the questions that need answers.
Nobody's
right now,
answering that. Right.
Why? Like, why I gotta choose?
I don't think if you're dating someone that puts you in that position, that's
crazy. Yeah.
No,
why would
no,
you do
but
that?
I think
I'm not subscribing to that.
I think what the fellas are trying to say is that women will sometimes ask questions knowing that it's going to offset their mood. It's like there's no like, let me not even ask this question, because sometimes certain things don't matter. You know, certain things don't need to be asked, but y'all rather ask them to be put in a mood either for or whatever the fuck the nigga gonna say. Regardless,
I think women want to feel something. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just like a feeling. Like women they're emotional creatures, and sometimes they ask questions because they want to have a feeling about it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm thinking that's what it is.
I like this word.
I think we ask questions because we want clarity and we want to know, the answer to it. Yeah. I don't think it's any deeper than that. And it's crazy to hear you guys say this and that's why I love to hear different male perspective. But I'm talking to a guy right now, and literally he be asking these questions. Like we be talking about a situation, and he'd be like, "Is that something that you would do?" Like he's asking me these things. Like, how would you feel about that? So
the roles have been changed.
And it could be no shade against you guys, but a maturity thing, because he's much older. So
okay, maybe we're not mature enough to handle these types of questions.
No, you're just not at a point yet where you actually want to know these questions, because
there's questions or the answers. I want to know the answers.
Yeah, you don't want to know those answers from a specific person. If you're ready to settle down and if you're watching something on TV about polygamy or whatever, and you ask, "Hey, is that something that you think you could be open to?" And I'm like, "Nigga, it's just
could be open to." Could be open to it's just like that's just a question though. But your answer can fuck up everything, okay? Like you
everything.
But how is that different? You said a girl is watching something and she asks you a question, like, and how is that any different?
Y'all was in the mood.
Nash said that. Nash just gave that same hypothetical.
Sex. You ain't getting no sex tonight. If you're like, I could be open to it. It could be open to it. It's not saying I would do it, but I could be open to it, right? But
she's completely against it. She's completely against her heart. She said, I would never. And then
actually, it was the opposite. I said, yeah, I think if me and my partner were open, like if we had a discussion and we had a good foundation, maybe I would. And he was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So, there's different people, like everybody different.
Y'all special.
Everybody different.
So, great word.
Men are special too.
Everybody's special. Everybody's special.
We are.
But y'all are. Yeah, men are special.
All right, team. So in this episode, we're taking a dive back into MTA. All right. During our last MTA episode, we discussed a couple of topics about how we feel about the I can't see the shit anyway. Hold on. Nah. Metropolitan Transit Authority. There we go. That was a struggle.
All right. The best public transportation system in the world.
I disagree.
So It is.
Nah, son, you ain't been out the country then, nigga.
Yeah, you haven't been to Japan.
The best
Japan shit is beautiful. It's super fast. Really? Yes. They have something called a bullet train.
Does it get you everywhere like the trains in our state do?
I think it. I'm not
or is
exactly
it kind of
sure, because it doesn't give you everywhere. I mean, it just goes throughout the city. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like the MARTA
and shit. Because the MARTA don't get you everywhere. Anywhere the MARTA gets you, I got to get a cab when I get there after I get out of the MARTA. But my thing is, the MTA gets me so close to my destination that, and I'm not saying as far as I'm talking about convenience as far as I don't need to drive in the city because I can always be on the train, and the train is always going to get me where I need to go. The trains and the buses in this complex system that we have, right? I can always find a way to the destination that I'm getting to. And then a lot of other places I go to, like Georgia, where there's a MARTA there, it'll get me close, but never close enough. Like I need to get in a cab, and so that's what I mean. And the trains are disgusting and dirty. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's very convenient, and it's well thought out. Let's just say that.
I mean, I'm with you, Shake. I think that
Yeah.
the MTA gets shit on sometimes, but I think they're very consistent. I mean, they move a lot of people around consistently for a long time.
Efficient.
You know what I mean? I think that they don't get enough credit for that.
Yeah, and from different boroughs, you know,
all around the city, all around the city.
Yeah.
And we got to take into consideration the buses too, right? So buses, trains, that's all of them. And they got to keep the joints clean. They may not keep them tip top clean everywhere, but
not at all.
You're not. Oh, but the worst thing, oh my God.
The most part, the buses are clean.
Is when you got to use a bathroom and you stuck in a subway station. Have y'all ever gone into a subway station bathroom?
Bro.
Yo, no, I've never.
Yo. Subway station bathroom on Jamaica. Oh my God. That was probably one of the most. So, yo, you can't walk.
What, they look like a porta potty inside?
It's like
a porta potty looking crazy.
All right, so the best way I could describe it is like the water was always wet. You couldn't go in there the water wasn't wet. The ground was always wet. The ground was always wet when you walked inside of the bathroom. When you go into the bathroom, there be stalls behind you, but there never be doors on the stalls. So there's no doors on the stalls. And more than likely it's gonna be like full of feces and urine inside of the stuff with toilet tissue inside of it. And it would smell horrible.
Horrible. I can imagine.
All the time. That was probably one of the worst bathrooms that I saw as far as like a public transportation spot.
And the crazy shit is though, Mash, and my biggest problem is it looked like nobody hardly is in that shit. So it's been like that shit for days, bro.
Yo, it's crazy,
like, cause when I go there, it's always free. It's never like I'm waiting for somebody to come out of that bitch. Like it's just...
Well, not for nothing. Would you want to be the last person coming out?
Yo, that's
nobody
a fact, bro.
ever wants to be the last person coming out.
You never just missing that nigga. You never just missing that nigga who left that shit.
You was the one that did that.
Right.
I ain't gonna hold you. Yo, New York public bathrooms, like they give me jail vibes. I ain't even gonna hold you. I feel like I expect somebody to walk up behind me while I'm taking a piss and just shank me twice in my side.
Thank you.
I have never.
Like it look like prison shit. I'll be honest.
I probably rather pee out. I would rather pee outside probably than a damn subway bathroom. That's just
sometimes that's a better option. Yeah. Sometimes it's a better option.
You know what scares me though? When people pee between carts and shit, I think they're gonna get electrocuted and shit.
I've done that mad times. I've done that mad times.
Like, how do you know you're not fucking peeing on the third rail, bro? That shit crazy.
I mean, we moving too fast to care right now. I mean, by the time I get electric, they gonna get the stream is broken. I broke the stream, bro.
Understand. If your pee hits the third rail, you are grounded, okay? And your pee is a direct stream to you. It's kind of like somebody dropping it's like somebody dropping a microwave or a plugged-in toaster into the bathtub with you. Because
so I'm gonna tell you right now that ain't fact at all. Because I done peed in between the train cars multiple times in my life, and I've survived to this day, bro. I'm telling you right now.
You gotta remember,
because they have that piece of wood over it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? They do have that piece of wood, so it's not direct.
Yo, bro, you know the train is moving, right?
I know.
It's too fast.
How could
like
the stream be in connection by the time
it's not
you
long
get
enough.
to the
you
rail?
have to be connected to get electrocuted.
Yeah, it has to have a solid stream.
Look, Shake thinks this shit is like static shot. She's gonna travel at 60 miles an hour back into your dick.
Okay. I need y'all to understand, as a dude who has
he's completely removing physics from this conversation.
Electrical engineering classes. I have taken electrical classes.
At 60 miles an hour, nigga. The fuck?
Piss is a conductor, bro. Piss is a conductor. When you're grounded, the electricity can pass. There is a possibility that it can happen. I'm not saying that it happens all the time.
This right now is a shake fact. I want you to know that and understand.
It's not a shake fact.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
No, I'm not gonna ask dick physics to ChatGPT because this nigga said if you pee on a train while it's moving, you're gonna
get electrocuted. Exactly, you're gonna get electrocuted.
No, I didn't say you're gonna. I said there's a possibility that you could, and that's what scares me about it. That's why I would never pee between the tracks, because it scares me that could happen.
Okay.
Right?
Well,
I need you to get an audio flash. Let's just say shake that.
Right, I got you.
Shake that.
I got you. Shake that. You're right. That's
all right. Whatever. Moving on.
So wait, hold on.
Thank you for dropping your class on electrical engineering.
Word.
Exactly.
I'm an engineer.
Give you some credit and shit. Like, I've done engineering.
Dropping game on you. Dropping game.
We know you smart, King. You do the word of the week. You smart.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
I'm gonna believe it.
I times R. Okay.
Look, I'm gonna believe the nigga who did the experiment, Shake. Okay. If Mash is saying that he peed on this shit, he ain't get electrocuted. I believe that nigga. Okay?
Yeah, I'm telling you,
I believe it too.
But wait, so let me make sure I understand what y'all telling me. None of y'all have ever like thrown up on the train?
On the train, nah, nigga.
No.
I got too much pride for that.
I've thrown up off the train, like not while I was in the car. Like I got off, and
I do remember one time I was going to. I wasn't feeling well. I was going to work one time, and I had to get off the bus because I felt like I was going to throw up. And I got off the bus and like was just was spitting a lot, but nothing came up. But I just felt very nauseous, so I did get off the bus though. But I've never threw up on a bus or on a train.
Or between the cars.
Or between the cars, yeah. No.
Yeah, not even between the cars. I can't do it. I gotta get off the train. Do that.
Was it motion sickness, Mash? Like, what was it? What was coming up for you?
Sounds like a hangover.
How you knew me? I ain't say.
It sounds like chocolate.
Nigga, you ass.
You peeing between cars and shit. So
no, we know you peeing and you using that damn bathroom. That train station.
Now, Mash, you ain't taking shit in between no carts now, have you?
No, I never took a shit between the train.
Let me know if it ever gets that bad. Okay, we don't. We got help. We can help you.
I'm trying to think. Nah, I ain't never did that. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I know for sure that on my birthday, on one of my birthdays, Flash and a bunch of my friends got me drunk in the city. And
they you drunk, okay?
Yeah. So what happened was, I got off of work. Me and my man Jacob and E, we went to go to this pool hall, and we sat there at this pool hall and we was drinking for my birthday. And then Flash came out to the city to meet us, and he came out and we were sitting at the pool hall drinking, having a good time, cracking jokes. And it got late. I was like, all right, yo, I'm out. We're gonna go head back home. Now we wasted. We in Canal Street, Lower Manhattan. Right, so we get to the train we took. I think we took the J. No, we had to take the A to the J. So anyway, while we was in the train, I wasn't feeling too well, so I had to throw up. But I was shit faced drunk. It was so bad.
Were you by yourself at this point?
No, I was with Flash. Flash was with me because we lived together at the time. Right, so at the time we lived together. So I was shit faced. So I went between the train cars and I threw up. So I know that it's you can survive, Shake. I know for sure that the third rail is not gonna get you, bro. From living experience, from projectile stuff, from me to the rail.
While it's moving at that.
Yeah,
while it's moving.
So
wow,
I'm fucked up. I throw up inside of the in between the train cars. We wind up getting back to the house, and they had a surprise birthday party for me going on.
Bang!
As soon as I get to the house,
like that.
Your friend said she. I don't know if they friends.
I was shit-faced drunk. When I tell you I was sloppy drunk, my little baby sister ran up to me. She's like, "Happy birthday!" I was like, "Oh my baby!" It was mad people at the crib. It was so great.
Oh my god,
it was a really great surprise. But yeah, that's how I know you gonna be out in the third rail. You straight.
There is room to survive between the cards. Got you.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
remember that. But that's dope.
I can honestly say I've had some really great like drunk moments on the train with people and you guys. We've gotten on the train and had some amazing fun and shit when we're drunk and shit. But sometimes too drunk. Yeah, I get it.
Last time I rode the train too drunk, missed your stop. Like that typically happens on drunk nights.
Yeah, I've been lit on a train.
Yeah,
I can see that. That's something easy.
That's why I take the Long Island Railroad.
Oh, you fancy? Oh, you fancy? Big money.
I'm in the city, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I hide at the bathroom if I got to.
Yes, son. That's a real thing.
So that you don't pay the ticket.
The guy walked through.
Then the Long Island Railroad has freaking bathrooms and shit, which you can, you know what I'm saying? And those bathrooms are pretty clean. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yeah, they're pretty clean.
Yeah, I've definitely seen people hide out the whole joint. Like one dude was faking like he was either sick or taking a shit, and the ticket guy, he's knocking on the door like, "Hey, I need to see a ticket." He's like, "Oh, I can't do it. I'm sick." And it got to the point where it's like, you either gonna bother this dude for like the next, 10 minutes, or you just gonna finish out the, the
Let him rock out.
I don't think it's
come back.
He said, yeah, he might have to come back, but yeah, safe to say, like, he didn't have a ticket. He ran off that bitch as soon as that nigga was gone. So
absolutely, he was like, he ain't getting caught. I'm not getting
right,
caught.
nah.
Get out of here. Crazy.
Yeah.
Train stories. I'm telling you.
Question.
Yeah. Yo. Okay.
Go ahead, man.
No, I was gonna. I mean, this is gonna date a lot of. I don't even know. Did y'all ever jump a turnstile before?
I did.
Yeah.
I did, and I got caught too. I did it when I was in high school, thinking I was cool and shit.
I'm pretty.
And the nigga if there's somebody sitting there, bro, odds are it's most likely a cop. You know what I'm saying? He's waiting for you to do some dumb shit so they can get your ass. One time, you know how when they open the door and you just walk through the door and shit. One time these niggas chased me all the way upstairs and shit. I was like, shit, door open.
Wait, what?
I'm catching this shit.
You remember what station you was in?
So I was in Brownsville and shit, and I was in Brownsville Station, and these motherfuckers they walk through that door all the time, like all the time. I'm wondering why they don't have more cops over there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, they do have cops over there, but sometimes you could get around that and shit. Walk right in and just walk upstairs, hop on a train, and you going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they be in the stations where they know people are jumping the turnstile. But if you go to freaking like Parkside and shit like that, you in like Midtown, that's where they do the most jumping at. To be honest with you, yo, these white people, son, when I tell you they jump the trains, they jump over the turnstile like that shit is nothing. They do that shit like it's nothing, bro.
Like hurdling, like track and field, like
all the time. Just like,
I do remember. Well, I'm pretty sure I had to have jumped it once in a while. Not once in a while, but I'm pretty sure I've done it. I don't, because I really can't recall, but I don't think I've ever been caught, and I know I haven't done it often, or definitely have walked through that gate. But I do remember a lot of times, like in high school, when people would jump the minute they jump the turnstile or go to that gate, the police be right there, like, let me just pull you back. Like, and they be coming out of nowhere, but they used to be coming out like a room or something. I'm like, where the hell are they coming from? So I do remember that. That I remember.
Yeah, I've jumped it. I feel like there was definitely one time I know where I jumped it and the cop was right there and I made eye contact with the nigga, so I jumped back and swiped my Metro card.
You went back to the
like you got it.
Good job.
I was like, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan.
You got me.
Yo, that's hilarious.
You got me red-handed, sir.
Right.
What you're not gonna do is take me to jail with a receipt, though.
That's a fact. With a receipt.
Oh my
God. Here you go.
I'm not mad at that.
Yo, when I got caught in high school, my pop was so
What happened?
I was gonna ask what age you think that was? What grade you think you was? You think you was in junior high school, or you think you was in high school?
High school.
High school, because junior high school up until I want to say maybe sixth grade, we got bused to school. Actually, 7th and 8th grade is when we started taking the bus. When we got a bus pass, and in 7th and 8th grade we took the bus to school. So it had to have been in high school. I'm pretty sure.
So
and then also,
I wasn't even taking a train in junior high school at that point.
Also, most of us in junior high school are too small for them to be like, because you're still kind of small at that age. And nobody really fucking with you. But when you get a little bigger and shit, they're like, nigga, you gotta pay.
In your big age, nigga. Your big age, you hop on the turnstile, nigga.
Facts.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember making fake bus passes. Remember that, Mo?
Yeah, definitely. We did that all the time.
Well, because
remember
the paper version.
It was like a paper. Yeah, people made it all the time. You have like the paper version.
Facts,
the paper version.
And
then I want to say, then when we got into high school is when the Metro cards came out, and they were either green or orange, depending on, I guess, where you live. You live further.
What age you was?
Green.
No. First, the green was full fare. Like I think
full fare. Half fare. Yep, that's what I said. Yep, it was half fare. Yep, because I had definitely had a green one, so it was full fare. Wow, I remember that. That was a school one.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Yo, for the longest while on a couple of my routes, I was a pause. I was a backdoor type of nigga. Like,
on the back door of the bus.
I wouldn't stand at the bus stop. I would stand at the back of the bus stop because I know, like, they gonna let me on regardless.
If it's bad crowded,
especially if it's mad crowded. You can have to live with it.
Q6 was famous for that, bro. Some stops are just too big, and you had to go.
Right.
Like on the 6th route, if you're going straight down Suffern, if you start in the morning, by the time you get to Foch, that shit would have been full. When I was on the bus, this is when I was in high school.
Crazy. And people don't move back.
The shit was crazy.
And you see him, nobody want to move back, and you see the gap. That's what I'm saying here. Like, why am I going battle everybody?
But 9 times out of 10, the bus driver was cool with it. 9 times out of 10, he was cool with everybody. You just had to make sure you close the back door.
Close the back door.
Close the door.
But the crazy thing now,
close the door.
Right.
I see so many fights pop off because of niggas who wouldn't let go of the door as a kid.
Right.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
Yo,
but I was gonna say, the crazy thing now is like they have a bus that's called select buses all throughout the city, and the crazy thing with the select buses is you can enter through the back door. So what you do is you put your Metro card into the machine, and then once you get your ticket, you can go on, and it's actually 3 doors. So they have the front door, the middle door, and the back door, and you can get on through anything. So I just think back in the day, right? I just think back in the day where it's just like, oh my God, I gotta go through the back door. Like that, it was like a no, and now it's like shit.
Yeah.
Any door.
It's kind of like making right turns on red and shit. When you in the stop, it's just weird. Exactly. It's weird when you go other places. They can do this shit.
Go ahead, Fly.
Yo, I got a question. Yo, y'all ever yell back and got denied? Like by the bus.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Back door, then he drive off.
And then come to the front. Nah, he make you walk to the front.
Right. Especially when I practice my voice for yelling back door, nigga. Some days I'll be sitting there like, any day I gotta yell at shit, I'm gonna yell at shit so he hear me. You know, so you hear me.
That's
you
a
know?
fact.
I don't want to be that nigga back door. And then
that's the same thing like when you're on the dollar van. When you're on the dollar van, you gotta have some bass in your voice. You're like 197th.
Facts.
201st. You gotta let them know that's my street.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Have you guys ever been stopped by truancy?
Hell yeah.
I have.
No.
Hell yeah.
I have. I got in big trouble and shit by truancy. And they always at the same stops.
I got stopped. That's the only time I ever got stopped by the cops in the train is when I was cutting school and maybe heading somewhere. I don't remember where I was headed. And they picked me up and my mom had to come get me.
Was it on the train or did you get off at a stop where they was
I think I got off at 125th Street.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like maybe around 11 o'clock. And they was just like, where you going? Stop. Yeah. So I was like, damn.
It's school.
For my mom to come and get me, it was bad. I don't even know if she remembers that shit, but I was like,
that's one thing I never did, which is cut school.
I know he was a goody two shoe.
It wasn't I was a goody two shoe, but I had track. Yeah, I always had perfect attendance. But I had track too. We went to Harlem, and then for me to come all the way back to the Bronx, you know what I mean? And I had track practice. It's like,
TJ, did you think they was taking you to jail?
Because they are like cops, you know what I mean? Or they're dressed in the cop outfit, you know what I mean? I think they weren't really cops though, right?
Well, they're like
they're through the NYPD.
They're MTA cops.
They're MTA cops. Oh no, MTA. Oh, really? Truancy. No, wait. Which one we're talking about? MTA or truancy?
Truancy.
I don't know about truancy. I know the officers that are on the train that pick you up. Those are MTA cops.
There's MTA cops, right? And then there's truancy cops.
Those are MTA cops. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like for me, Mash asked the question, did you think I was still taking me to jail? I ain't even gonna hold you. I wanted to go to jail after they called my father. I was like, yo, I want to go home today.
So what happened? What happened? Your dad had to pick you up?
No, they took me to school. Okay,
they
called my dad. No, they didn't take me. They didn't take me. They told me they put me back on a train and said head to school. Okay, because we already called your dean and your mom and your dad. And I was like,
so they sent you back and exposed you?
Yo, no, yeah. And I was actually there while they were talking to them, and I heard the anger in their voices.
Oh my God.
I was like, yo, you guys, I wanted to go to jail at that point. I wanted to go to jail. I did not want to go home.
I could imagine.
Man,
oh my goodness.
Thanks.
Damn.
Yeah, they got you.
Thanks. Because the ass whooping was real. It was real. Okay?
You remember it? You still remember that ass whooping?
Oh man, it was traumatizing.
Who beat you first, mommy or daddy?
Oh, my dad. No, my mom. She just acted like she was like, wait till your dad gets home. Wait,
I'm breathing deep for you.
And I try to look busy.
Oh my God.
You said what? Dollar teacher?
Yo, son, you know what's wild, son?
I wanted to call. Huh?
Yo, I was gonna say my mom definitely used. Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying in the middle of the ass whipping, I wanted to call the fucking cops. Like, get me out of here.
Oh my god!
This dude went and took a break. He said, "I'm gonna go eat, and I'll be back to whip your ass again."
Yo,
oh my gosh!
Oh,
Shay, I'm laughing.
Sorry, King.
I'm laughing because my mom used that, you know, as far as like one of her secret weapons, like especially when it had to be like a leveled up type of ass whipping. And mom be like, "What's your dad going? My dad work late and shit." And I, you know, hear me, I'm trying to front because I'm sitting here like I'm too tired for an ass whip. Like, you know, I'm sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Niggas woke me the fuck up. Nigga, get your ass up, nigga. You gonna come get these whippings, nigga.
Right.
The fuck out of here. I don't give a damn if you was sleeping. Nigga, I was on my third drink talking about, Dad, I'm sleeping. Your ass up and get his ass over.
Punishment is a bitch, yo. Corporal punishment is a bitch. Okay?
It is.
Okay.
Hey, no, so boom, question. Knowing what you know now, would you do it to your kids?
What? Will they ask?
If they did what you did, if your kid got caught by the truancy police and they brought their little ass home, and then you found out about it. How old was you, Shake? How old was you?
I was 13. 12,
I'm fucking you
12,
up. I'm fucking you up. You was 13? Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it depends on how old my kid is, to be honest.
That's what I said.
I think at the younger ages, corporal punishment is what it is. I don't think I would have went as hard as my dad did. You know what I'm saying? He went off on my ass. Like, he went off. You know what I'm saying? But corporal punishment is something that I have a son, and I have used corporal punishment to try to get him right. But I try to pull back. I try not to do too much because you don't want to traumatize. You don't want to traumatize the kid, but you want to understand he did something wrong.
But Shay, do you feel like when your pop showed up, he was being mercurial, and how the punishment would be taken out on you?
I don't think he was mercurial, bro. I think he sounded like he was gonna whip my ass on the phone, and he stayed in that mode.
I got you. He's just one mode for that.
Boo yourself.
What you mean? No, it was a question.
No, you tried it. It was a question.
It was.
You tried it. Thank you, Shay.
Oh gosh.
You got the thing still, bro.
I just want to make him hear the boo, so he felt
whatever.
So since we talk about truancy, right? The next question that I want to ask is, what's the cheapest fare you remember?
Free, nigga. Free 99, nigga.
The cheapest fare you remember is free 99, and what you mean to like ride the bus or train?
Yeah, I was gonna say 125. 125.
I was gonna say 150 or something. I don't know what was 150. Was something 150 at one point?
125.
$1.50.
Yeah, it was 150 at a point. It was
okay. I'm like, because I'm like, I remember 150.
By the time you got to high school, it was 150. It was 150, but it was 125.
I remember using tokens, and I'm pretty sure tokens.
Me too.
Like $1.25
for sure. You know I remember tokens.
Right, tokens. I remember tokens.
Does anyone have a token?
Oh no, nigga.
My father
I probably do it.
No.
I think I threw mine away. I think I threw it away now.
Oh, that's like
ancient,
antique now.
For sure.
Something now.
I mean,
I don't know about all that, but okay.
If you still had your paper bus pass, that'd be definitely an antique.
Yeah,
because I definitely
drip so easily.
One you made.
Bags.
That if you had
I use
that
them
one
shit regularly.
That's sophisticatedly ratchet for sure.
Regularly.
I know I don't have any of those.
Sure.
Those are relics.
Y'all remember? Well, shit. I mean, he already mentioned.
I remember niggas used to hop off the bus and shit, hop on the bus with the bus pass, go to the back and open the window and throw the bus pass out to the next nigga. Like, get up.
Really? Okay. I like that.
Okay. I don't remember that. That was good. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember paper transfers.
What's that?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
From the bus,
bro. They still have paper. They still, to be honest with you, bro.
If
they
not,
still do paper transfers. Except
it's paper transfer, but it comes out. It looks like a Metro card. Yeah, paper Metro card.
So when you swipe it,
so
you can swipe.
Just to segue for a second, Mo, you mentioned earlier about some real Bronx shit, and I want to make sure our tribe acknowledges what you mentioned. Is like in the Bronx, they got these buses that split in half like a centipede. Because the Bronx got these real narrow streets that have real tight turns. So they got buses that have like sections on it. and you can get in on the middle of the bus instead of getting on the back or the front of the bus.
Yeah, you can get the middle, back.
That's some shit that I've never seen until I went to the Bronx.
Really?
That shit is a Bronx.
I thought they was on all boroughs.
Brooklyn too.
That's the first place I ever saw it, was in the Bronx.
In the Bronx?
You know,
okay.
You know shit that I seen in Brooklyn and the Bronx that I never probably saw in other boroughs like that. Niggas when they used to ride on the back of the buses. I'm talking about the actual outside of the buses. Niggas used to either stand and hold on to like the vents. And now I don't think niggas have skateboards.
Hold on to the back of the shit.
Hold on to the back of the bus.
I haven't even seen that.
Wow. I seen that shit in Queens. I seen that shit in Queens for sure.
Okay, I seen it in Brooklyn and the Bronx. Niggas definitely was hanging on to the back of the bus.
I seen niggas ride the back of the 6 like that for sure, 100%.
Wow.
I know for sure I've seen that.
Yeah, by any means.
Like by any means necessary.
I gotta get there. I gotta get. Don't want to be picked up by truancy. Their moms got called. It's like, I'm not trying to have this happen again.
Right.
You gotta get in the back of the bitch. They said back door. They won't open the back door. The shit was full. Yeah. I gotta go, bro. I gotta go. I'm not mad at that.
And then you don't want to run into one of those bus drivers who just like they on a mission to stop anyone from not paying their fare. Like, bro,
some of them were like
job,
that.
So you are not the police, bro.
Some of them was like that.
Some of them were like that.
Like you
but
disrespected them by getting on their bus.
Some of the bus drivers, they just really wanted you to respect. Like if you went on there and said, "Hey, listen, I don't have my Metro card. Can I ride?" They'll let you ride. But it was the little one that just come up on the bus, and that's when they would argue. Like, no, you gotta pay. But if you come in, but like, yo, I lost my Metro card, can I? And then they'll let you. They'll be like, all right, go ahead. But
bro, I'll still do that till today. I'll still do that till today because in Queens, to be honest with you, you can't get a Metro card until you get to the train station. So if I don't have a Metro card right now and I need to get on a bus to get to the train station, I'm like, yo, bro, I got to get to the train station to get a Metro card. You know what I mean? I don't have one right now.
So the beautiful thing, because I recently rode the train. Yes, I recently rode the train because I'm not a train chick at all. I feel like it's disgusting. But now you just tap your credit card. They have like a
I love that.
And it charges your credit card for the fare. And it's on the bus, it's on the train. As long as you have like that little symbol that shows the tap
NFC
version, the tap whatever on your card, you can just tap and pay the fare. It's so convenient.
Oh, now they doing
and
it.
Also,
you could just Apple Pay or something. Like you could just click the joint.
Yeah, same
thing.
Yeah.
And then, and I wanted to say this too, Shay, because I know like in some zones, exactly what you said, you have to take a bus to get to the train, but 2 fare zone. There's actually a bus. It's actually by my job too. There's actually a bus that's kind of standing outside where you can go and get your Metro cards from that bus. It's from the MTA, like an MTA bus. When that's what you solely do, people stand up. There's like a little line out there. They go in and get their Metro cards.
And they have kiosks outside too, like kiosks. Right?
But you can't get a Metro card from them though.
You can't?
No. The kiosk is for like you talking about like the select bus T.
Oh, it's only for the tickets. Okay.
Yeah, it's only to put your Metro card and you can't get a Metro card from there though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are we ever gonna talk about like the underworld of the train station with like the creatures that live down there and shit like that?
Maybe on the next episode, we getting kind of close on this.
Okay.
It was quacking at night.
Quacking at night.
Like when she get dark, you the only nigga in the station. You the only nigga in the station.
Yeah, that's when you find a man on the
night. Yo,
MTA
the worst time to ride the train is about 2:00 in the morning, bro. All right, I done seen some shit down there. Do we have time for this? Yeah, I have seen some shit down there.
I think we got a second. We got a second for that. What's up? You seen?
All right, bro. I'm sitting in the cart and shit, and there's this dude laying on the fucking seat in front of us and shit. All right, he's laying down on the seat and he's digging in his pants and shit. You know what I'm saying? Digging in his pants. He's having a dream.
Front of back.
Some in the middle of the train, bro. Middle of the train.
No, but no. Saying like
cart.
And he's digging in the front of his pants or the back of his pants?
No, in the front, bro. In the front. When I tell you the dude was pretty much masturbating on the train, I'm almost positive that's what he was doing. And this is at like 2:00 in the morning and shit.
You made eye contact?
This shit. At that point, I decided, this is when I worked at I was working in the city and I used to go home at 2:00 in the morning all the time. I go 1:00 in the morning, 1:30 around that time. And I made a decision that I'm no longer taking the train home, okay? I was like, I'm on the Long Island Railroad, every day. I don't care. Going home, I'm hopping on the Long Island Railroad.
Don't bypass my question, nigga. I said if you made eye contact.
No, because he didn't look around. And I'm sitting there just like,
I just got a hypothetical in my head. Like if you was in a train car and then you saw this happening, then you get up and you go to the next train car. He come to the window and be staring at you through the window. Question. Would you leave that train car? Would you leave that train car? Or would you stay?
Yes.
You got to if it's uncomfortable. You have to.
Yeah. The second train car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Copy.
Yeah. I only leave it when it's too uncomfortable. And I'm talking about whether it's like smell, mannerisms from a person, shit that I know is like I don't want to have to either protect myself or have a nigga get me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I'll move if I ever feel away. But most times I'm okay with a lot of weird shit I'll see.
Right.
I would say that's the safest thing to do is just change train cars.
Yeah.
Yo, TJ, that video you sent of the situation you had, I'd have moved. You better. I did.
I did. You saw he was looking directly at me, right?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think that was a
safe
space.
So I, at risk of getting in trouble, I'm just gonna talk about it. Okay. So gay people when they get drunk and shit, and they're in big groups, right? Gay guys. Okay. They are they're annoying as fuck, okay? And when they get in these big fucking groups, if it's like 6 or 7 of them, you know what I'm saying? All right, it's 1 or 2, it's fine, you know what I'm saying? When it gets in these groups of 4 or more, it starts to get a little crazy. So I make it a point.
In what way?
It's not because
I'm
discriminating.
What's crazy?
No, like they're loud, they're obnoxious, they're extra. Okay, they're extra. You know what I'm saying?
You said at what time? What time of day? At 2 in the morning?
Hey, this could be at 3 in the afternoon. Okay.
Oh, they got energy.
Really?
Okay. No, it's usually at the nighttime, probably like 8 o'clock in the evening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just
paint me a picture. Paint me a picture. I like where you're going with this. Let me hear what you're thinking.
You know, it's a bunch of hell yeah, and they danced in and they do all extra shit. All right. You know what? I promise you, I'm going to a next car. Okay. I'm just gonna walk over. I'm not staying in that same area because I don't want to deal with it. Okay. I just want to go to the next car. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's because I'm feeling uncomfortable, and I feel like they're so loose and free that they may want to try me. It's just so I'm like, let me just.
Okay, so Shake. Let me put.
But why do you feel that they want to try you?
Wait. But Shake, what if it was a rambunctious group of black kids, right? Let's say it was.
I was right about to say that, man.
That's another one. How about junior high schoolers? I will walk away from them too.
Okay, so you put them in the same bucket.
In the same bucket, bro. If I see a group of these motherfuckers together and they're wilding out and cause they don't even need drinks that go crazy, and then they just learned how to curse and shit.
That's so true,
part, bro.
Oh my god,
I'm moving to the next part.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
So it's not just one.
I think that's your prerogative. If you're feeling uncomfortable, for you to remove yourself as opposed to saying something to them. I appreciate that. Because I think that will cause conflict, even if you were to say something to the little kids. Because nowadays, you say something to these little kids, they will curse your fucking ass the hell out.
Absolutely.
Like, you ain't my fucking daddy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't even trying to get into people's conversation. But I do feel like if you're uncomfortable, it's your prerogative to get up and leave.
You're uncomfortable, yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Anybody else got crazy shit you ever saw on a train?
On a train? No, not only Showtime, but nothing. I haven't seen crazy stuff. People getting into arguments, the dances, the dances. I haven't really seen nothing crazy. It's just the normal shit, like you see the homeless people begging, which is the norm for me, just see them begging or people getting into little little spurts of the argument here and there. Oh, it's crazy, and it's like you're on a crowded train. Like, come on now.
I ain't gonna lie.
I should get Flash.
Nah, I just know I'm not really a fan of the people that get on the train and tell me I'm going to hell. I always turn my headphones up. I'm sitting here like I don't need this speech right now. And like they be chicken and shaking in front of me, trying to make eye contact with me, like you going to hell. And I'm just like I don't want to hear this right now. Like I'm not here for it.
Yeah.
So
that's some of the craziest shit that I've seen on the train has usually been because of somebody preaching, but they be like So the instance, like I'm gonna paint you a picture. Well, Shay, I'm gonna paint you a picture. I'm gonna tell you a story that happened. I was on the train headed to work in the morning, and I was on the J train, and on the J train is above ground, right? And you got service on your phone, you know what I mean? So you still text or whatever. So on the J train, we was riding, and the train got halted, but this person was coming through the train cars just preaching hard. I mean, when I say preaching hard, talking about like obviously very loud, right? So if you had headphones on, you was gonna hear them. And they were not just preaching, they were also like condemning the people on the train who looked like they were like not of the same faith of them. So they were going hard on people.
Really?
Like,
piercings,
like
tattoos,
hard. The judgment and the judgment in the gospel that they was throwing out. Oh, it was like she was damning them to hell. Now the train got stalled. Now we just sitting in this train. Now people late for work now, and she's just going. She's just going and going and going. And then this lady she's next to was like, "Yo, back up." She said, "You're a little too." She said, "I understand you want to preach or whatever, but you doing too much, too close to me. You need to move." She's like, "This is the devil. This is the devil." And the lady was like, "Yo, miss, you need to chill out." She's like, "This is the devil." And then, shortly after, Shorty was like, "Yo," she couldn't take no more because the train wasn't moving, and she just arguing back and forth with the lady. And then it got worse. And then homegirl and her started fighting, and then the train just stayed there.
The Christian lady was fighting.
Yeah, they were scrapping in the train. They were scrapping in the train because you stuck there, like you stuck there, and this person screaming in your face for like a whole 20 to 30. I mean,
20 minutes.
I understand. Like, I'm not saying I condone it, but I understand how.
You understood how it could happen. Yeah.
So I want to talk about those. I know we don't have like a lot of time right now, but I want to talk about the creatures that live in the Netherlands in MTA. And I want to talk about fights that I've seen in the MTA because I've seen a lot of fights. Okay, I've seen a lot of public transportation brawls.
Me too.
For sure, bro.
Can I tell you about one fight I saw? One fight I saw, right, was this older lady and this younger lady. The crowd wasn't even the train wasn't even that crowded. Okay, this young lady was sitting down. The older lady was above her, like just holding on to the rail or whatever. And the young lady kind of proceeds to jump at her, like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" Right? And then the fight ensues. Okay. And when I tell you this older lady wore this little bitch out. Okay.
Very good.
What?
Right there on the train. Then she got her bag and got off the train and said, "Bitch, get off the train." And she's like, "Can you give me my bag, please?"
The old lady took her bag?
You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one.
Shit.
You don't know what people are going through. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna have a horrible day at work.
I will say, I will say, yes, I did get into an argument on the bus with a lady.
I remember
I think yes, and I think that's also because people. I really look, younger than what my age is. And I think because of that, they feel that they could talk to you crazy. And the lady was literally standing next to me. She had, first of all, to be honest, you're really not supposed to be bringing like no coffee and all of that shit on the bus. And it says it there, number one. Anyway, but we get on the bus is crowded as hell. And I'm just holding onto the bus and, people's coming in. So I think somebody must have bumped me. Maybe I tapped and I'm like, okay. And she was like, "Oh, you, like what?" She said something and I don't think she was ready for my response. And I was just like, we're on, so I'm still trying to maintain myself. I got to go to work, but I'm like, we're on a crowded bus, ma'am. Oh, I went the fuck off on her at that point. Everybody in the bus was like, well, she, you was trying to tell her. I said, "Ma'am," anytime you hear me say "ma'am," I'm gearing up for you, ma'am. I'm trying to be nice, ma'am, please. Then I said, then I said, "Oh, we on a crowded fucking bus. What you want me to do?" I said, now I'm standing and now I'm facing her because she's directly next to me. Now I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable. So now I turn to you. Yeah. Now I turn to you. Now I turn to you from the Bronx.
Where you from?
Now you're holding on to the pole and I'm and I'm turning to you and I'm like, "So what you want to do?" I said, "We're on a crowded fucking bus." Oh, you still talking about it? Yes, I'm still talking. I said, "You started it. I'm gonna finish it." I said, "You don't want this tornado. I'm gonna bring it to you now." I said, "I told you to stop. Now you want it to continue. Let's continue to go. Because now you got the tornado. What's good? What you want to do?" Bitch said nothing the entire ride. I said, "Okay."
Yo, let me tell you something. In order to avoid shit like that for me, somebody's like, "Yo, before it even gets to escalate that much for me, and it's just me, I'm just gonna apologize, okay? My bad, okay? And I feel like I could squash that shit immediately by just saying my bad.
Nothing
you know what I'm saying? And I understand in the moment you was upset, but this is just how I handle those situations. I will just be like, you know what, my bad. Even if I don't think I did anything wrong, because some people.
No, but I said that. I was like, I said no, but I looked at her and I was like, okay, you know, and then she kept. It was when you kept going, ma'am. I've already.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Now you want to, but the thing is, you didn't expect me to, because you know my favorite line is, she let the glasses fool her. You know, she let the glasses fool her. She must have thought I was a punk or something. So that's why. So she brought out because you must have thought
material behavior.
Yes. She sure did. She sure did. So then I had to check her. And she knew, and then so at that point, obviously she was embarrassed because now we're on a crowded bus, and people were like, "You are absolutely right." Like you already told her, like she kept going and going and going, and then when you started going. Now she wants to, no. We're gonna continue. You brought out the tornado. Let's continue now, because now I was trying to avoid this, and now you wanted to put on a performance. Let's perform. I'm ready. I'm ready to act now. So that's the type of time.
How long of a ride you had after that experience?
I live very. I'm like 10 minutes from my job, but when I was talking to her, I completely turned around and faced her directly because I wanted her to feel uncomfortable. And I'm not moving now. Now I'm standing directly next to her.
So wait,
a minute is a long time.
Yeah, wait. So in between the argument to when you got off the bus, you see like 4 minutes of just staring at this person's face.
No, after I said what I said, I turned her, because I'm on the pole. She's directly next to me. But when I was talking to her, no, I'm gonna face you now. So I faced you, said what I said. And you're standing there looking straight ahead, like I don't remember if she was tapping her foot or something like that. Yeah. So now I'm not moving. So I'm gonna continue to stand here, and you'll just be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. I hate to see it, and I'll keep this one short. I definitely seen a fight ensue, and it was on like a semi-crowded bus. I want to say this was it might have been the 77. But I seen a nigga get kicked off the back door on some like "This is Sparta" type of shit, and the timing was so perfect because like the nigga did the kick, and the door opened and everything. The nigga flew off. Like you can tell, like he was defeated. The nigga lost all his life bar. And then the bus was closed up and kept moving. I was sitting here like, God,
game over.
Oh my Lord.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I was sitting here like, damn, you gotta watch it on these public transportation.
I remember in high school, the gang shit was really crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Real crazy.
Yeah. I mean, if you were a pretty girl, you had to be scared that they were gonna cut your hair. You had to be scared that they were gonna slash your face because that's what they were doing to get initiated. You had to be scared that they were gonna just fight you, steal your sneakers. If you had Jordans or if you had like a dope jacket, they was taking Vansons. They were taking
my dumb ass.
They were taking everything, know. And so I was somewhat petrified until I started dating the blood. You know what I'm saying? But
protection.
Yeah, I mean a little something, but you know what I mean. Like the trains were crazy. And you had to be very aware of your surroundings. You can't be on your phone. People were snatching your phone and running off. You know what I mean? Like sitting to the edge where right by the door, you had to be, make sure you got your purse. Yep. They was going to take that real quick and run off the train. You have to be very cautious and aware of your surroundings when you're on the train.
Absolutely. That's an absolute fact, TJ. That's correct.
Yeah, made me remember like school buses, not like the cheese buses, but like the school MTA buses. There were specific school buses that would be en route to pick us up when school let out. Right. Really? So, and
I never experienced that. I never knew that.
So that's a great thing.
Springfield Gardens High School. We
shit. That's a fact.
So when we leave school, right, there'd be a chain of buses lined up ready for us, and it'd be like the 85, 77, the Q.
And just to be clear, Mash, not to cut you off, this was an MTA bus. This was an MTA bus,
100%.
Okay, wow.
Blue and white bus, the whole joint.
Yeah,
because what they would do is they would start at the school and then ride the regular route to pick up regular people.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay. If they could, because that shit was full.
If they could, because it would be full, right? But I've seen so many fights pop off on those school buses as a kid coming up. And I remember one of the most intense fights was this group of girls. I seen a group of girls fight, and it made me respect women because I was like, sometimes they'd be like, a damsel in distress type situation. Not always. Not always. It's not always a damsel in distress. Sometimes they could fight, and they could fight real good. I seen a group of chicks beat up a dude, and it was so bad. Like, I don't know what he thought it was, but it wasn't that. So homeboy gets on the back of the bus. Now the bus wasn't too crowded, but he thought he could talk to these girls any way he wanted. And he started calling them bitches. And then once he started calling them bitches, they was not with it. And then one of her homegirls just snuffed him from behind when he was in front. Like, they set him. They said it was crazy. The way they was probably in the gang. The way it was so coordinated, the way it popped off.
Yeah.
Homegirl snuffed him from the side. Then the other girl jumped in and kicked them. They beat him up in the back of the bus. They beat him up in the back of the bus. And it was, and they had attempted to throw him out the window because on the buses you could lift up the little side panel and push it on the side.
Not get rid of the body.
They attempted to throw him out the window. But they wind up just pushing them out the back door. But yo, I know that there's strong black women out there because I've seen them. Yeah. I've seen them get active.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shouts to the bus drivers who keep on going and shit. Like,
no, the bus stalled. He wasn't moving. He was moving. It gave them a good 5 to 7 minutes of action of game time. They was rocking him. It was wild for that 7 minutes.
You know what's wild? The bus drivers sometimes be the parent too, because he'd be like, yo, y'all done back there? Yo, chill out. He's not coming back there, but he gonna ask y'all done?
Right.
Y'all done?
He ain't come back there.
He's not getting about his seat. He's
Right.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Wait till somebody come and fix this situation. That's not his job. He's
not trying to fix that situation.
Nah.
You know, I mean, and then shout out to the bus drivers because those are like some of the most dangerous jobs, to be honest with you. Because people come on the bus with their mercurial behavior and shit, and sometimes do it. And sometimes just to get just to solidify this win, but sometimes. They end up in very murky situations when if they talk to people a certain way and shit, like some people will go off on you, you know what I'm saying, and may even beat you up. So they had to come up with laws now where they'll put you in, you get real jail time for attacking attacking a bus driver. I think they did it around the same time they did it for the ticket people. They also did it for the MTA drivers as well. You know what I mean? You know, the ticket agents, I hate them so bad. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But and I'll just say, like, shout out to the drivers too, because they have a hard job. I know a lot of the people who drove routes, and they tell me about the horror stories they got to go through and shit. You know what I'm saying? My love goes out to people who continue to just like persevere and know, like, you're gonna see some fucked up shit and they still get the job done. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to my pops. He an MTA bus driver. He been driving for a super long time, over 20 joints. He about to retire soon. Shout out to
nice.
Pops.
Good for him.
Shout out to you.
Word. And he tells me all the time about how common sense ain't common. Because he deals with everybody. He was like, yo, that's one of the things that he preaches the most. He was like, just because you think it's the right idea, everybody don't think it's the right idea.
Correct. That's
like, so you need to always be mindful of that. And that's what he learned through working with the public on the bus. You know, because people ask the weirdest shit. Like, he'll be like, people get on the bus and ask him how to get places. He'd be like, yo, I'm driving. Why would you wait to get to me and be like, yo, how I get to this place? Like, yo, you ain't think to look it up before you got here? Like, you gonna dip your Metro card and ask me how to get the point A to B. That's stuff like that ain't common to everybody.
And holding up the line.
I mean, some questions is just like, hey, does this bus go to 153?
Go to
like,
so and so. Yeah. I heard people say
that.
that.
But if I'm asking you for full-fledged directions on how to get to Hunt's Point, that's a problem. Like,
right. Because I hear people, I do hear people acting like, oh, did this stop at so and so? Because you want to make sure it stops. But they won't go into full-fledged of direct. Like, so after that, do I get off and turn left and right? You know, they ain't doing all of that, but they do ask.
Figure it out.
Definitely, absolutely.
So, y'all want to wrap up the episode now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Does anybody want to do the 2020?
Let's try this again.
You want me to do it again?
Because I'm gonna be ready. Let's go.
Go ahead, Mo. Shoot it.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. You can find us on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Pandora. Wherever you listen to podcasts, that's where you can find us. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitter, and TikTok at SoRatchet Podcast. We have a new episode dropping every Wednesday, and we go live on YouTube every first Wednesday of the month. And if you'd like to see our beautiful and handsome faces, as TJ says, follow us on YouTube at SoRatchet Space Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Flawless.
Nice.
Well done, Mo. Well done.
I'm trying.
Flawless victory.
You did that.
Flawless victory.
I tried.
Teamwork, make the dream work, baby.
Teamwork.
Facts. Yo, tribe.
Another episode. We're gonna touch back on this MTA because I definitely want to talk about these creatures that flash.
Yes.
Definitely.
And some things down there. We're gonna get into that too. All right, tribe. Y'all be well. We'll see you soon. Peace.
Wait, before we leave, wait.
Oh, right, you right. My fault.
Word of the week.
We know who won that.
My bad. We won. We know who won it. It was Shake.
Well done.
Congratulations, Shakes. Yes.
Well done, sir. Well done.
So now we can.
Lucky I ain't finished you, nigga.
Peace out.
Peace out, tribe.